Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Clinically Delulu podcast with your host, Ali.
And Nani.
We are back for another episode. Today, we're going to talk about the new Hunger Games movie, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Period. You finally said it right.
Dude, every time I say it, I will say it wrong. I'll be like, snakes, songbirds, you know, that movie.
You
That
get
movie,
the
that
idea.
one. Right,
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
when it first came out, everybody, you know how his name is Coriolanus? People would be like cornbread.
No, he's Corey.
Cornbread. Anything.
I don't know his name.
Anything Corey. The fact that he has
I can't. I don't know
in
his
his name. Him and Sir
I
Janus.
did not think about that.
Anus. They both have anus in their names.
That's a little weird. Sorry.
Okay,
Colleen
Suzanne
Hoover.
Collins. Colleen Hoover.
Colleen Hoover. What?
I'm ending this now. Goodbye.
All right, you could just. And I literally wrote Colleen Hoover in my notes. What is wrong with me?
That's criminal.
You know what it is?
Never.
No. You know what it is? The
Suzanne
other
Collins
listen. The other day I was watching a TikTok and it was like, oh, things that I hate about books or something like that, or like things that I hate related to books. And it was like, oh, when spines aren't matching, when the front of the page has like a person, like a picture of a person, blah blah blah, and then a majority of the slides were like Colleen Hoover, these books, Colleen Hoover's books, oh, these characters, oh, this, oh, Colleen Hoover, this. I was like, so it's stuck with me. I'm sorry.
She gets eaten up by the girlies.
Yeah, massacre. All right,
but yeah, Suzanne Collins. Thank you very much.
My bad. I'll never disrespect the queen like that again.
Never. Oh my gosh, she ate it down. Like, I'm reading the books and like she is a classical author. Like, I know Jane Eyre. No babes. None of that shit. We have Suzanne Collins.
We have Suzanne Collins in this house.
No, ma'am.
When did you first read them?
I literally can tell you. I read this. It was in middle school, but I think I have it in my Goodreads. Like when I read it, let me see if I can find it. I read this in middle school, and I remember like Mockingjay had come out.
I feel like this was a really long time ago.
I mean, it came out in 2008.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it says no start, no finish date. But I read this in middle school. It had to be either 6th or 7th grade. It had to be, because that was when I was really in my prime. You know, that's when I was getting into it.
Yeah. I remember when you started reading it, I was still not into reading. I had just started. So if Nani was in 6th grade, I was in like 3rd grade. So wait, 3rd grade? No. Impossible. 3rd grade? Damn. Yeah, so I was not into reading. When I was in I want to say like 8th or 7th grade, I started reading Harry Potter, and Nani was like, you have to read Hunger Games, you have to read it. But I wasn't into like the dystopian type of books.
Oh
I was
God.
Again into fantasies, like I've always been into
dystopian.
Honestly, I've been getting into it more and more.
Girl,
and after this movie, let me tell you.
Did you ever read Divergent?
I like started it and then I never finished it.
God, I need to be sedated.
Nani, listen,
you do not know the literary magnificent books that there are out there. You need to read. Listen, okay, you need to read The Hunger Games. You need to read Divergent. What else is there? What's the other one?
Oh, The Maze Runner.
I read the first two. I wasn't a big fan of The Maze Runner because, and I'll tell you why. Not that, I don't know if this is a spoiler or not. There's not a lot of romance in there. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Not a fan.
Yeah. Yeah, Nani, if there's no romance, she ain't reading
it.
She's literally not reading it. Sorry.
Listen, if there's even a smidge of romance, I'll be like, all right, I'll give it a chance. But if there's no romance, girl, no. The fuck? No.
There's no romance at all? Doesn't he fall for the girl? Like okay, I've never read the book, so doesn't Dylan O'Brien
Have you
fall for
watched the
the
movies? Are
girl?
good.
I know she like
Yeah.
betrays them. I've stopped after the
Oh,
second
okay,
movie.
okay. Yeah. She betrays them, and then they end up with nobody. And the whole thing is like, oh, solidarity and the brothers and stuff, and you know how they're all brothers, and I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
She doesn't like the found family trope, apparently.
No, I love the found family trope with a female in there. It doesn't have to be a female, but with a romantic interest in there. There better be somebody. Somebody better be fucking.
Damn, girl. I don't know. I don't know if I could read books that don't have romance in them, because that is really what keeps me going. But sometimes if the book is good enough, I can read with no romance. Like for The Cruel Prince, yeah, there was romance, but the main plot was the political aspect of the whole book. And I loved that. I don't know what it was, but I was like, this is my shit. Like, I love this.
The Cruel Prince was very well done, because like it was kind of insufferable how they didn't like do anything, you know?
Yeah.
But I think it was so well written that it didn't really matter.
Yeah. Before we get any more into this episode, what is your song of the episode?
My song of the episode? Well, well, you were gone. I was singing it. So you in post-production will get to hear my beautiful voice. Okay. But it is
just like I was doing earlier.
Night by La Seraphim.
Oh my God.
When I first heard the song, I think I heard it on a TikTok, and it was like them dancing, and I was like, it's not really the vibe. Girl, I put that in my car the other day. It's like, me and my girlies, we go till it's. No. So when I first heard the song, it was because my friend played it in the car, and I had never heard the song. But girl, I was like, this is a bop. This is so good. Bro, I was like, this is so silly,
Loved
goofy,
every second
good
of it.
Vibes.
Exactly.
Anything La Seraphim. Like I'm low-key a La Seraphim stan. Like I love them.
I think you're just a hype stan. Like how I'm JYP, you're hype.
I am. Honestly, I think the only now don't come for me now. I think the only group that I'm not like super into in Hybe is in Hyphen. And with that being said, I still listen to their music. I just don't like stan them because they are very young and I am not.
For me, it's like the newest groups, like not really even the newest group, because ITZY's not that new, but I'll still like listen to their comebacks. I just won't, like, I don't stan them. I try to, but I'm already standing too many groups. But it's like ITZY, and then also the Extraordinary Heroes and the NIZIU, I think that's what it's called.
The Japanese one.
Like I don't stand them because it's just too much. I'm doing too much at the same time. But
and it's like I'll listen to them if a comeback comes out.
But and then
I'm a Hybe girly by heart. BTS, TXT, 17, like they got it down packed.
I feel like you're Hybe, I'm JYP, and my friend is SM, because they stand like NCT, Red Velvet,
not us being the big three,
Super M, right?
No, we're not including YG.
But
sorry, babe.
Go ahead, turn your mic off. You're canceled.
Listen, the only YG group that I can like, I'm not even joking, that I can genuinely think of is Blackpink. Let's be real. Who else do they have? Who else is in YG?
No.
Who else?
Icon.
I genuinely, this isn't even me trying to be funny. I thought they disbanded.
I actually don't know. I don't think they have. I don't know.
I mean, one of them's a father.
So. I'm not sure. But that doesn't mean anything.
I know, but it's like if you're
Bobby though,
if you're out there on tour with a newborn, jail. You need to be at home changing diapers, okay? When that baby's a little bit more, you need to help your wife.
That's tough.
You need to help your wife.
That is true. That is true. I will have to agree with you on that.
Yeah.
You gotta go home. But I think they're not having comebacks. Wait, maybe they did have a comeback.
Did they?
I don't know. I think it's called I think it's called Tantara. Or maybe that's old. Maybe I'm wrong. No, yeah, this was
I
in
was gonna
April.
ask you,
They had a comeback in
like,
April.
what? Because I don't know anything about Icon. I don't really know what's going on with them. But there was a clip of like Icon at it had to be like an award show or something, and one of the members that I guess got kicked out. I don't know. And then they were like making eye contact, and then you know how they make those dramatic ass edits. And I was kind of like, T, what happened? I'm like, what's the beef? Like, do they hate each other? Did the company kick them out? Like, you know what I'm saying? Keep me updated. Let me know.
So basically, so in Icon there was a member, he was the leader, and he
BI?
got caught in a weed scandal. Yeah, BI. He got
BI?
caught in a weed scandal and he got kicked out. Um and then they like promoted someone else to be the leader, right? And so now, and I think now instead of an 8-member group, they're a 7-member group or a 7 to 6. I don't know, something
Icon?
like that. But but
I thought
they're
Icon was
still
4 people.
No, Icon is a lot of members.
Huh?
But yeah, but what happens is that they're still like they still get along, right? Like it's almost like how Monsta X still gets along with Wonho. That's how it is.
Yeah.
So
Well, he was
they'll
kicked
make
out
like eye
unfairly.
contact and stuff like that.
Not that I'm saying
Yeah,
that
no.
BI
Well, I
wasn't.
mean, I think yeah. I think in my opinion, I think he was kicked out unfairly.
Well, okay, so here's my thing. Yes, it's stupid to kick him out for that, but at the same time, in South Korea, that is one of the like most strictest laws. Like marijuana is or
Yeah.
like not even marijuana, just drugs as a whole is a big no-no. Like you going to jail, baby.
Yeah.
But if like we live in America, so obviously we're like let him smoke up, you know what I'm saying? Like let him light one up.
Yeah.
But that's just me. But I can see it like obviously he got kicked out because it's illegal. It's something illegal.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
So
was it confirmed though?
It says YG announced following the drug scandal, BI decided to leave the band and terminate his exclusive contract. Police confirmed that BI tested negative for drug use.
Come on now.
Yeah.
And see, that's the thing. I know another company, Cube. Girl, you fuck up anything, Cube's like, get the fuck out, pack your bags, get out. You got 5 minutes, get out. The rumors could not even be true, and Cube's like,
literally.
get out, pack it up.
Yep, literally. That's what pisses me off. And I understand, like, yeah, it's a huge controversy in Korea. Like, as a country, I understand that. But guys, it's not that serious. But maybe it's us. Maybe it's our mindset. Maybe it's because we live in America and this is like just the usual. Like, we see this every day. So it's not out of the norm. Like, this is totally normal.
Then again, if he
so
tested
maybe
negative,
over there, it's weird.
What makes me mad is if he tested negative and he like got kicked out, like that's so unfair. You know what I mean?
That's what I hate though, because I was trying to get into Icon at some point after Kingdom. I was like, I really like Icon because I really liked Bobby's flow and his like rap style. And when I realized that a member was kicked out, I was like, I can't do this again. I was like, I can't do this again.
You're attracted to
when I did that
the kicked out groups.
No, literally, yeah. Stray Kids, One Us, they recently got a member kicked out. And Mix.
Why?
Girl, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep doing this, guy. I can't do
babe,
this.
maybe it's you.
I don't know if he got kicked out or he left.
Let's put the standing down. Back up.
Yeah,
these people have family to feed.
No more standing for me, guys. I had to stop. I had to stop.
I need
guys.
you to stay away
really,
from BTS
do it
immediately.
You're right. You're so right for that. But besides that, my song of the episode is actually from the movie. The movie that we're supposed to talk about.
Oh yeah.
So my song of the episode is "Nothing You Can Take From Me" from the movie, by Rachel Zegler and the Covey Band.
I thought you were gonna say,
Listen,
"Are you?
listen.
Are you
No,
coming to the tree?"
listen.
Where they
One thing I will
strung up
say.
a
One thing
man.
I will say. They say murdered
Murder
3.
3.
Listen. One thing I will say is I went into this movie knowing absolutely nothing. I've never read a Hunger Games book. I've never watched a Hunger Games movie. My dad watched it because I really wanted to watch it, and I stopped halfway after they killed Rue because I just couldn't. Like, in me, I just couldn't do
It's
it.
so good, bro.
So I know nothing. When Rachel popped up and she started singing in that goddamn country southern accent. I have nothing against country southern accents. When she started singing, I said, "Girl, shut the fuck up. I
Oh
can't
my
do
god. No,
this."
no. At the beginning, the first song when she got reaped, mind you. Okay, forewarning, this episode's gonna have a lot of spoilers, so don't listen if you haven't read either the Hunger
Yeah.
Games or the books. But when she got reaped and she went up there and started singing, I was like, all right, girl. All right. Time
Yeah.
and
No,
place.
yeah.
But she
We
redeemed herself.
we literally looked at each other. We were like, "What the fuck
No,
is this
literally.
girl doing?" It
Like, oh my
was
god.
horrible. Oh my god. It was so bad. I literally was like, "Okay, shut the fuck up now. Thanks, bye." Oh my god. It's kind of funny though. But she did do it good, and she is a singer. Like, that's like,
Yeah.
she was in
And
West
the
Side
movie
Story,
is
so
called
I totally
A
understand
Ballad
that.
of what is it? I forgot what the name is already. Songbirds and Snakes.
Songbirds and Snakes. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's literally a
Um
ballad.
yeah, and her character sings in the book. So, like, I
Yeah,
understood that,
yeah.
but it was
Oh
just
my
the
god.
accent. The accent really threw
In
me off.
Listen, in the books, they have the lyrics written out. I don't care. And no, and then so if you ever listen to I never listened to it, but I saw people talk about it, the Hunger Games audiobook, it'll have hanging tree. They'll sing it to you. Like in the audiobook, they'll sing it to you. I don't know if that's how it is for Songbirds and Snakes. But in the Hunger Games one, they'll sing the hanging tree, and it is atrocious how they sing it. And I saw somebody be
Ooh.
like, now that we have recorded versions of the songs, can you guys go ahead and put that in the audiobook?
That's funny. Yeah, no, I just what? That makes no sense. I mean, I understand if,
Yeah.
like, they did put the recorded versions because that would make so much sense, right? But having an audio, like, because to me, people that read audiobooks like out loud, um, are like voice actors. Like, to me, they're just
Yeah.
voice actors. I
Yeah,
mean,
they
not that
are.
that's a bad thing, but I don't know what to call them. So to me, they're just voice actors. So it's like, you
Well, they're
don't
not
please don't
singers.
sing, please. I'm like, please don't sing.
Oh
It's
my
bad.
god. No, but it's so funny. You have to listen to it.
Oh my god. We'll be looking it up on TikTok, and then I'll add a clip right here so that anyone knows what we're talking about.
Are you coming to the tree where they strung up a man? They say murdered 3.
But yeah. But I think the rest of, like, the music in general is very good. Like, I liked that whole, like, what is that? Like, the banjo type music? I'm
Mm,
sorry, I don't know what to call it, but that,
a
to me,
banjo.
it hit. And it was so good. I loved it. I'm not a country
No, it
person. Like, I don't
was.
listen to country music, but that, oof, I have it
That
saved. It's
transformed
so
me.
good.
I also
No,
like
literally, yeah, it changed me as a
what's
person.
Olivia Rodrigo's one? That
Oh
song's
yeah, that
really
one's
good.
good too. Yeah. It's just so, like, it feels like it punches you in the gut. Like, it's so ugh.
Well, the one that you said, I forgot what it's called, but the way it starts, like at least in the movie, it's dead
Yeah.
quiet in the thing, and all you hear is her just fucking belt it out. She ate.
Yeah.
She ate.
So in the soundtrack, there's two versions. There's the movie version, and then there's the version that she sings with the Covey band. So
Mm-hmm.
with the Covey band, it's like they start to sing it and then she starts singing it. But in the movie, it's just like in the movie song, it's just her singing it. And then it's very short because she just says a couple of lyrics, and then at the end, the part where she says, "You can kiss my ass," you can hear how she said it in the movie awesome. Like, it just sounds so cool because she like screams it out. And honestly, it feels like if I could put a stamp on Revolution, it would be that. Like, that's what it is.
So good. No, the stamp on
Uh,
Revolution is the hanging tree. You want to I
True,
would
true,
love
true.
to see Snow's reaction when Katniss started singing that to Rue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, he had
Yeah.
to be gagged. Oh my god. Like, I need a play-by-play of how he reacted to that 64 years later, him being like, "Oh my god."
What do you mean by that, Katniss?
No, he
Katniss!
was like, "Blow that bitch up. Blow that bitch up."
Over.
You know, he was on the mic with the game makers like, yeah, kill her."
Sure in the fucking head.
No.
I can imagine that. That's scary because it's like someone you presume to be dead for like, a long time, and then come back is like, what do you mean by that one?
Just thought of, I love seeing all the memes where it's like Lucy Gray going out to go pick Kindness and Snow, Lucy Gray!
Did you see the one I sent you that's like, the voices?
I sent you that! I
I
sent
don't know
you
if you
that
sent it to me. I
one.
sent it to you. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Dude,
and it was like her
it's so
picking
funny.
Kindness, and then you have Snow with a gun. He's like,
It was one that these girls were reenacting, and she had headphones on and a little orange gun, and she just
I saw that one. I saw that one. Bro,
he peed myself. It's so
because
funny.
like why? I mean, she did leave in like a weird way,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I like to believe that she didn't die. Like, I feel like she made it out, and she's living her best life.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you didn't have to do all that. You know what I mean? Like, he was paranoid, and
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know because I think she did the right thing leaving how she left, because the thing is, he wanted to take her back to the capital. He either wanted to kill her or keep her silent and keep her in the capital, and she always said, I don't want to go back to the capital.
Yeah,
like, I don't want to live
he
that
was
life.
always going to go back to the capital. Like,
Exactly. Yeah. The right after that, when he starts firing the gun at the birds, and then he goes into the boat and like submerges the guns in the lake. I thought that was so like that literally, besides the gun part where he was firing the gun, that literally switched your perspective on him and really told you like, yes, he is now the villain. Like, he was always the villain, but now it like solidified that he is the villain in the story.
And that was him
awesome.
like basically like, you know how he said, oh, I killed that version off of myself? That was him killing off the version of himself, because
literally
the only reason that he ran away with Lucy, like that he was like, yeah, fuck it, let's go, was because he thought his life was over. He thought he was going to get arrested. He was like, there's no way I'm going to go back to the Capitol. Might as well hang out with this bitch. You know what I mean? And once he found the guns and he was like, wait, I can get out of this. That's when the little wheels started turning, and he was like,
yeah,
I got to do something to get back to the Capitol. Oh my God, so sick. And then another thing was when he killed he basically killed Sejanus.
Yeah.
He killed him. What a bad friend. I felt so bad because Sejanus thought of him as his best friend, bro.
Literally. What's funny to me is that I never read the book before the movie, so I basically still don't know how bad of a person Snow is. So when he during the books, you were telling me that he runs to the other girl to save her because it looks good on camera. But to me, it was just a friend helping a friend. So I was like, this is crazy. Like, how could he just do that? And then it really like, to me, he was never the villain until the end, when he goes back into the Capitol and, starts, working with the doctor or the game maker. So to me, he was never the villain. But when you said that, I was like, oh, he's bad. Like, he's a bad guy.
No, and I was telling you this. I know. I'm like, first of all, you didn't have to pick such a fucking handsome guy to play him. I'm like, come on now.
dude.
Oh my gosh, and when they
And
had
then
him
and
in
then
the
they gave him
dog
that
tag
buzz
and the white
cut.
shirt. What do you expect me as a woman to do when I see that? Not fall in love? Because take your shirt off.
No, I don't know. Yeah, no, yeah. Let me see what's under them. Let me see what's under your shirt. When they gave
But
him
no,
that white boy buzz cut, oof.
girl, ate down. No, and then I kept seeing the memes being like being like snow in the Capitol. No, because I need a bleach and tone. Like I need a bleach and tone. Like you don't understand. I need a bleach and tone. I need you to put a treatment. You know he was in the Capitol
So
like
funny. Girl, bleach tone. What are you not understanding? What the fuck?
yeah, like bitch, a bleach and tone. I gotta go to the Capitol tomorrow. Like I'm meeting with the president.
My question to you is, do you think he tipped his hairstylist?
Hell no. He hated the poor. And motherfucker was poor.
Yeah, that's what fucking kills me. How are
Can you
you
believe
over
that?
here living in the goddamn districts, knowing what it's like going to District 12 and
Yeah.
serving, and because he served, like, I'm sorry,
Sir.
the Peace Corps, you're serving, yeah, you're
He
basically
served.
serving, exactly. So how are you gonna go back to the Capitol and do everything you did and keep the
Oh
Hunger
my
Games
gosh.
alive?
If anything, in his sick mind, he saw that and he was like, this is disgusting. He was like, I do not
Yeah,
deserve to be
yeah.
in there. He didn't see it like, oh my god,
Yep.
these poor people. He didn't see it how Sejanus saw it. He was like, oh my god, these poor
Yeah,
people. They're
yeah.
like fighting for their life. He was basically like, these people are sick and I'm above them, and
Yeah.
I deserve to be in the Capitol.
Yep. But what kills me is, so Snow was born rich because his dad was the president or something like that, right?
No, his dad was it's something about like chief in the military or something like that. But they
Oh,
were
okay,
rich. Yes,
okay.
they were rich.
Okay. So they were rich, and then they got poor, and then
Yeah, because his dad
he
turned out to be a
was
traitor.
Oh, okay, okay. And then he got rich again because he became whatever he became after he came back from District 12, right? But Sir Janus was always poor, and then he got rich, right?
No, oh, I don't know if he was poor. He was from the districts. He was from, I believe it was District 2. And something happened where his dad got rich, and that's when they moved to the Capitol. And that's why everybody looked down on him, because they were like, oh, he's district. But even though like he was from District 2, like, and like I would say like the first 3 or 4 districts are kind of like, they're more elevated, but they're nowhere near the Capitol. Like I saw someone say that the districts just like districts 1 through 4 have just enough to where they're not starving, but they're not living like the Capitol, you know what I mean? But that's why. So anybody from the Capitol thinks that anybody from the districts is like dirt poor, like they're disgusting. They're like, ill, your district.
Oh, okay, I get it. But maybe that's why when Sir Janus went to District 12, he was like, I need to help these people. And then Snow
he was also a good
like,
person.
these people are disgusting.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he was stupid, but he was good.
No, yeah, he was definitely like, you could have definitely played your cards right and done something to help these people, but he was kind of just like, I have to do this. Like, no, you could have played it better and helped them, but you were kind of dumb. I felt bad for him.
This brings me back to the last episode, how we were talking about Mallory, the main character in Allie Hazelwood's new book, and how she was working at the goddamn mechanic shop and she would undercharge people. Girl, do it when the boss isn't there. You stupid?
Right.
What the hell?
Like, play it
Y'all could have played your cards
strategically.
right.
And that's why these morally good characters sometimes be pissing me off. That's why I need like a morally like neutral character, because I need you to be good essentially, but when things go bad, I need you to like do what you need to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This is why I don't like morally good characters. Like, I need a little bit of in the middle. Like, I do not want you to be bad, like a villain.
Yeah.
But I want you to be basically morally gray. Like, I want you to be someone that's going to get their hands dirty and get the work done, but do it for a good cause. Like, Sir Janus, if he would have gone behind Snow's back or gone behind the Capitol's back and not told anyone what he was doing, he could have gone good in it. Like, he could have done
But
what he was gonna
honestly,
do.
he did. He was going behind Snow's back and the Capitol's back. Remember when he was meeting up with those people? But he's such a fucking dumbass that he
That's
chose
the
the wrong
thing.
people.
Yeah.
And that's on him too, because I feel like he has no street smarts. Like Snow has street smarts
Yes,
because
exactly.
he was in the
Exactly.
trenches, but Sejanus did
Yeah.
not, and he just trusted anybody, and anybody that like sweet talked him, he'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'll give you money, yeah, yeah, yeah."
I think it was also like if he was a little stronger with them, and like how Snow when he so when Lucy Gray was singing about um like pure as snow in that scene, and then he goes
Mm-hmm.
to the back because he was following Sir Janus. When Snow put his foot down and was like, "No, you're not getting out of here. You're not gonna go tell anyone," and
Yeah,
he shoots the girl in the back. That to me, I was like, that is what fucking Sir Janus should have done. He should have
yeah,
put those people in their place because he's getting them out of there.
yeah. No,
Like, what logic? You're the
and
big
that's
guy. You're the one
girl.
telling them to get out.
Snow was standing on business. Like he was standing on business. Anything, girl, anything that he wanted, he got. Like genuinely, and that's why Sejanus was such like he was a good character, but he was so weak.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yes,
like he
yes,
didn't
exactly.
know what to do. But no, Snow, he was like, "Oh, I'm about to get this done. Like whatever it
If
is,
you were
I'm about
to
to get it done."
if you were to take away those two characters' good aspects and just morph them into one, you would have had such a great character.
You get Katniss
the hell?
Everdeen.
You literally get Katniss. You literally get Katniss.
Oh, yeah, no,
Actually,
but
would you get Katniss or would you get Lucy Gray? But I think Lucy Gray wasn't prepared to fight. Like how
yeah,
Katniss was trained to fight, Lucy Gray wasn't. She was just a performer made to
yeah,
fight.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And Katniss was a fighter made to perform.
Mm-hmm.
Saw that on a TikTok, guys. I saw that on a TikTok.
Yeah, no, exactly. And it's kind of like, so like I said, I'm rereading the Hunger Games now, and I'm like reading the books, and like Katniss is not like how Snow is. Like Katniss is not like the best. Like she's kind of
Mhm,
mean, and
mhm,
like when you see her like in the movies, like she's not friendly. Like she's just there. Like the only person that
mhm,
she really loves is her sister. Like that's it.
mhm,
And but at the same time, she's not like Snow where she like has ulterior motives. Like she will help you out if she sees you're a good person. Like how she helped out Mags, how she helped out Rue, like like the people that she eventually starts to like care about, she will help them out.
mhm,
But Snow never did that because he only cared about himself. Like he didn't even care about his fucking
mhm.
cousin. That pissed me off.
Yeah,
She got done so dirty.
that she got done so dirty. Yeah, that
Yeah.
killed me. Tigress and the whole like when at the end of the movie she calls him Coriolanus and says
She
you look
ate.
just like your father. I was like, girl, put the goddamn mic. I know Suzanne Collins was like, boom,
Oh my god. You know that pen was on
boom,
fire. She was writing that. She said,
dude. She was
oh my
typing like
god,
a
get
madman.
her in the studio, bro. Like, god damn.
That
No. And
part and
when she wrote Snow always falls on top. 8.
I know, like you were saying in the car, I know she put that book down and was like,
Girl, she took a
let me go
walk
take a walk.
outside.
Yeah, she literally said, let me go take a walk. She knew that she was fire. Fire.
Bro, it's
That
so
shit was so
good.
good. I loved it. It was like to me, mind you, again, I've never read the books. To me, I was like, poof. My brain literally
Girl, no.
exploded within my
When
head.
I was reading that in the book, I was like, that's good. How did you think about it? Because that's good.
I want to know how she wrote this like, did she have this planned out? Suzanne Collins, please. I have so many questions for you. If you can get in
Suzanne
contact
Collins,
with my
please,
team, I would
I need
greatly
you to write
appreciate it.
I really need you to write another book, Suzanne Collins, please. I need you to write Hey Mitch's Games. I need you to write Phoenix Games,
Yes,
like
yes,
something.
yes, yes, yes. I need her to write something because if you were to tell me that almost 10 years, right? 10 years later or 9 years, you were to write a prequel to the books that not only like foreshadow everything that happens in the other books, but is so deeply interconnected. Like, what
No,
the hell do you
she
mean
did it
that Lucy
so
Gray is taking
good.
Katniss?
Yeah. And that brings me back to the point that I was telling you. where now this generation, they're going to see, prequel, and they're going to read the prequel first and then read the Hunger Games. Whereas me, I read the Hunger Games first, and I went in knowing that Snow was a fucking bad character. I was like, he's bad. He's not a good person. But now people are going to read it, and they're going to be like, okay, yeah, he's kind of fucked up, but like, I can see it. And then they're going to go into... Also, The Mockingjay came out in 2010. So it's been about 13 years since this girl picked up a pen. And oh no, wait, this book came out. The Ballad of Songbirds. When did Ballad of Songbirds and Snake comes out? 2020? Does that sound right? 2020?
Girl, I don't know.
Really?
Wait, oh my god, yes, it did.
Oh, okay, so it has been 10 years. Still.
10 years. Well, no, because the Hunger Games came out 2008.
But that was the first one. I'm talking about like the last book that she wrote. Like she wrote Mockingjay in 2010, and this one came out in 2020. So 10 years. So you mean to tell me I gotta wait 10 years for another book?
Damn. Maybe she'll get inspired and write it sooner.
Also, I need to know how she got the budget for these movies, because, girl, like book to movie adaptation, this is the blueprint. Like, if you ever want to convert a book to a movie, talk to Suzanne Collins and her team, because ate it down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You were telling me that there was some certain things that weren't really in the book, like how you see Coriolanus getting really attached or like bonding with Serjanus's mom, even though he betrayed him. That to me, I would have loved to see that, because what do you mean?
You barely
that
even
this is
saw
how he
mom.
got his money.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Basically, the movie leaves you with a lot of plot holes. It leaves you with a lot of like, not plot holes, but how did he come
just
to
questions.
become president eventually, you know?
It leaves you wanting more,
And
because you're like, that's why you're going to read the book.
And that's why Miss Suzanne Collins needs to write the next book.
Oh my god.
Please and
bro, I wouldn't even know.
Please, Suzanne Collins, I'm begging you.
Oh my god. She has to write, like, I want to say, like, I'm going to put my prediction out there. She's going to write not after the Hunger Games, like not after Katniss. I think she's either going to write Haymitch's Games, or she's going to make up some other game, like prior to the 74th. And it'd be my hope and dream if she would write one after, like after the revolution. But I'll leave it up to you, Queen.
Suzanne Collins, if you can get in contact with us later after this episode comes out and let us know what your plans are, we'd greatly appreciate it.
Oh, it did come out in 2020.
They actually contact us. They contact us and we're like, oh, we didn't mean it like that. Hold on, guys.
Let me in the Hunger Games.
No, I will die. I would die. I don't think I would survive.
Bitch, imagine,
not
like,
at all.
Okay, imagine this. They pull Yoongi's name. Baby, I'm volunteering. Because you and me, we're going to the Capitol.
Side eye. Criminal offensive side eye.
We will pull a Katniss.
They pull his little name. I'm like,
we will
go volunteer. Yep, that's me. I wouldn't even go there to win. I'd just be like, so we hanging out or what? Like,
little date. Yeah, no, I don't think I would survive.
What K-pop idol do you think would survive the Hunger Games?
Okay, but you have to give me like context, like Stray Kids, BTS, like, because I can pick like a million.
Okay, let's start with BTS. Who in BTS would survive the Hunger Games?
JK.
I say JK.
JK. No fucking thought. JK.
Oh my god, like, and he would win. Hesitation. He would win.
Yes. That man is ruthless. Like, there is no man
god.
that
Have you ever seen a Run BTS episode? He would win.
I don't want to talk about that. There was this TikTok that was like, what do you mean I have to go against him? And it was like, oh, BTS members when they have to go against JK and Run episodes. Yeah, no. That man is scary. He's scary. But
my gosh,
if not JK, it would have to be Namjoon. Like, I think yes, 100%.
I feel like Jimin could also do it down. You know what I mean? He's very
Mhm.
flexible.
You know? Yeah, that's true.
He'd be up in them
Maybe he's
trees.
exactly, yeah. Um, but
What about
besides BTS,
Stray Kids?
I think um fuck, I don't know. I would say Lino. I think Lino would fucking
Lino?
win.
I'd
Like,
say
yes,
Changbin.
I think
Changbin would
that
just,
that was gonna, yeah.
as soon as them bells fucking ring, and he'd go
said-
down to Cornucopia and just start fighting people.
No, yeah. And he'd win. And he'd win
And he'd
within
win.
10 minutes. Yep, basically. But besides Lino and Changbin, I think Bangchan too. I think he's very competitive. Like, if there's a Libra man out there that's competitive, it is fucking Bangchan. Like, that man will kill you. Damn, he's scary. I don't think that I could go to the Hunger Games with Bangchan because he'd kill me. He'd just put me out of my fucking misery at
Oh
that
no,
point.
we'd have to form an alliance. I'd tell Yoongi, I'd be like, listen, babe,
Yeah.
we're a team first, and then after that, then I guess we can see what goes down. But
I guess you could just mutually kill each other. You know, down with the revolution.
pull the
Woo!
berries out. You don't know what that means
Full of
yet, but
Katniss.
you
Oh,
will.
God. No, because I've seen TikToks. It's okay. I got it.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Listen,
Ruin the experience.
I don't know the nitty gritty, but I know mahomeno what happens like in the books. I don't really know what goes down with the revolution, but within the Hunger Games, like the first book, I know what happens. Like, I know
Yeah.
like who dies, when they die, how they die, all of that. And then I know at the end they try to like sacrifice each other. But besides that, I don't know shit. I don't know. Like, I know Haymitch, but I don't really know what his story is. What was his like
Oh, girl. Shit,
purpose?
we don't either.
Like, I don't really.
We don't know his story.
Oh, okay, never mind.
We just know he won. Also, isn't it crazy
Well,
that so every like when you're reading the Hunger Games, like Katniss is the first ever female district from or female tribute from District 12 that won, but she wasn't. It was fucking Lucy Gray. And the fact that like I read somewhere that they like destroyed the tapes so that nobody saw, because back then nobody from the districts like really had TVs like that, so nobody really knows. And like the fact that her story just got erased.
Another thing I wanted to talk about is basically just this, how you were talking about the book to movie adaptation. I thought they not only did a very good job adapting the book to the movie, but the cinematic masterpiece that is this movie is so good. The part with Reaper and the flag scene, I thought that was so, I don't want to say it was a beautiful moment because it obviously, symbolic.
I think
it was a very symbolic moment. Yeah,
I think it was
him
like
laying the
such
flag.
a big fuck you to the Capitol, and how everybody at the Capitol was like,
yeah,
like, girl, fuck you in this flag.
Yeah. And then how when he was saying, like, what are you gonna do to me now? And then it gets cut off, and it was the game maker talking, and she was like, oh, what did she say? Like, oh, one of your
the president's
not tributes,
son,
but one of your
the
that
president's
he
son,
died
right?
because
That he
of
died.
the bombing. That he died because of the bombing, and then how she was like, I don't care if you guys don't have a victor for this year. They like, we need to show them that these rebels aren't gonna win. And then they bring in the snakes, and then when the helicopter comes in, the flag is like ripped away from the tributes that died. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, that is so good. Like, to me, it was just such a smart movie moment. Like, it was like showing basically how the Capitol, even if you have tributes and you have these games on purpose, they really don't care. Like, they really don't care who lives and who dies and who tells their story.
Give me your mic. Give me your fucking mic.
Came to me, and I was like, if I don't say that, it's over. So funny. That was good.
Hamilton
but yeah,
Lin-Manuel Miranda's in the next Hunger Games movie. He
stop,
he
because
plays
I
the
saw
announcer Flickerman.
No. Wait a minute. That
Also,
would be
can we talk
good.
about how
He kind of looks like
cunt he
him.
was? Like he
Girl, he
slayed.
always serves.
And I
Always.
thought
All
they
the
were the same
Flickerman
person, but
slay.
they're not. They're two different people. So
They're
it's Lucky
not.
Flickerman and then obviously our king Caesar Flickerman. And somebody was saying they were like, I can't believe Caesar Flickerman is such a nepo baby. Like that's honestly like so good for him. Like it
He was
fits him
the
so
first
well.
Nepo baby.
He was the Hunger Games nepo baby.
What I'm curious about is, oh damn, I was gonna say something and I forgot. Oh, so in the Hunger Games, when the rebellion is taking place, what happens to Caesar Flickerman?
We don't know. They don't really show it. I know.
Oh.
So I don't know. I don't know if you want me to tell you this because it's kind of a spoiler for the third book. But he interviews, like he's still there, and you can tell he's definitely for the Capitol because he interviews somebody, and they broadcast it. And he's like,
Oh
the
wait,
interviewer.
I think I know.
Like, let's say he's the Oprah of
Okay.
of the Hunger Games world. Like he
Okay,
sat down
okay.
and got the
Okay.
tell all. But then I don't know.
I think I know
don't
what
know
you're
if we find
talking
out if he
about.
dies or.
Reread it and let me know. So
Anyways.
another thing that I really liked about the just the movie in general was the part with the mockingjays, how when Sir Janus dies, they were mocking his screams, and then when basically Snow goes absolutely fucking batshit crazy and he starts hearing Lucy Gray. Like, to me, you don't know if he's listening to Lucy Gray sing because she's around or he's going crazy or the birds are mocking her. So yeah, I was like, this is so cool. I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah, the whole like Jabberjay Mockingjay thing is so like so interesting and such like a cool concept of the book. And I felt like they played into that very well. Like, oh my god, I don't know, like it's just cinematic masterpiece. I'm telling you, it's so good.
Yeah. Another thing that I really liked was the game maker, how she basically was experimenting on those animals and like making them so like I don't know, like advanced just to play a game, like just to play the Hunger Games, like
for
that
like
to me was
entertainment,
insane. This
basically.
one was crazy.
No, and then, I remember what I was gonna say. It's the fact that like, so this was the 10th Hunger Games, right? Like there had been before, but their main thing was that nobody was watching, like nobody was interested in it, and the idea that like it was Snow's idea to give money for them to like send stuff into like I forgot what it's called, but like when you like patrocinan,
Donate?
Like, you know what I mean? I don't know what the English word for it is.
If anyone knows what that means. Sponsor?
Sponsor. Yeah, to sponsor them. That was his idea, and to make it into a spectacle where people see this like killing show and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm rooting for my favorite one. Like, I'm so excited for the games this year. Like, the fact that he was technically the one that made them like that, like oh my god, that's like so sick, you know?
It's almost like watching like a reality game show, but people die.
Oh my god, he would have killed it on Bad Girls Club.
Girl, Bad Girls Club, Next Top Model, Wipeout,
Big Brother.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, he would have ate down in Big Brother.
Girl, those Netflix shows where it's like, who will find love? No sé qué, blah blah blah.
Oh my god, he's on Love Island.
Eat. Yeah, that's crazy. These are games where people die, kids die, and they're like, they need to make a spectacle out of this show, and how the Capitol is like, we need these people to watch. That's crazy.
I feel like it's so stupid though, because the whole thing was to punish the rebels, like to show them that this is what happens. But at the end, I'm like, nobody but the Capitol is benefiting from this. Like the sponsors, they send the money right to the people, but they don't really get that. The only way you win is if you win the Hunger Games, right? And even after that, like you have to go back every year. You have to sponsor, or you have to train them. Like it's a whole thing. Like what do you get at the end? A fucking house, like a nice house, some money. Like
Do they even get like the winners? Like, do they even get that? Because
Yeah, they
like
do.
I
They have
understand in the
Victory
first
Village where they stay, and in District 12, Katniss and Peeta are the only ones there because nobody. Well, and Haymitch, they're the only ones that won. So you have that. You have food. Like for the rest of your life, you have a bunch of money that they give you, but you have to go back to the capital every year and do the tour and do the thing. So like you're never really free, even though you won.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh. But when does Victory Village start? Because Lucy Gray didn't go back to Victory Village.
I think it was after Snow. Like I'm sure he was the one
Oh,
that brought up the
okay.
idea. Like, oh, well, the winners get to have this, so it's like an incentive to do it. But then again, who the fuck really wants to do that?
Yeah.
But I'm sure like it advanced because I know Katniss they had it, and it's like a nice fancy house.
Oh, okay. Oh, that makes more sense now because I
Yeah.
understand in like the first district, it's more like you like that you get picked and you're like special. I understand that. But for the rest of the districts, what the fuck do they win? Because these people are underfed. They're just gonna die in the first couple of minutes because they're
like tuberculosis
basically
girl.
malnourished.
Tuberculosis
girl was crazy. That was crazy to me. And the fact that she didn't even die from tuberculosis was even crazier.
Oh my god, done so dirty.
What do you think about the tigress raw meat theory? What do you think that's about?
When I was reading it in the books, I was kind of like, I didn't think too much into it. I was kind of like, okay, like let her live. But then I saw the theories being like, oh, they did that because they had to resort to cannibalism because they were so poor and she had to like put food on the table. But then again, like I think after like when you see her in the Hunger Games, and even like after you see how the capital people are such like they go to such extremes to be like different, and like they do all these surgeries, and you saw how her face, she was literally a fucking tiger. So I'm like, I wonder if that also played into it, where she, I don't know how to explain it, like that it's kind of like a luxury, or not even a luxury, or like a delicacy, I guess, to do that in the capital.
Okay.
I don't know.
Like eat raw meat?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
That
But
makes sense, though.
the theory was that it was because of cannibalism, and that's what she turned to because they were so poor.
I saw another one that was saying how she was so malnourished that she became anemic, and then because of that, when you're anemic, you have a craving to eat raw meat. So it like,
well, I'll tell you what,
that
I'm
was why
anemic,
she would
and
eat raw meat.
and I've never
No?
really gotten that craving. I barely want to
My
eat
mom is
regular
anemic
meat.
too, and she says she's never. Yeah,
Yeah,
my mom is
no.
anemic, and she says she's never wanted, like, she's never had that craving.
Yeah,
But then
no.
I also saw something that was saying how, when you're really hungry and you're preparing food, you almost want to like snack on the food, and that because she was anemic and she would prepare the food, since it was such little amounts, she would snack on it sometimes, even if it was not cooked. But I don't know. I guess we'll never know unless Suzanne Collins, confirms.
Suzanne Collins, I have so many questions for you. The community has so many questions for you.
We need to draft an email right now
to the White House. Suzanne Collins.
Please, I need you.
Like, make her write another book.
Girl. We tell the president, we're like, hey, so you need to make this happen for us, because we're not surviving another year without this.
Yeah, and I remember there was a scene in the book where there was one year where they were down bad. Like, they had absolutely nothing to eat. And because this happens all the time, like they are down in the trenches and then something happens where they get picked back up or something saves them. And it was this one year, it was around Christmas time, I think, and everybody in the Capitol got like a basket or something, and it had like food in there, it had soups, like breads, meat and stuff. Oh my god, they got that, and it was like, thank fucking god, because we were about to die. And it's kind of like,
yeah.
And it's funny because you know how they had to keep up appearances because nobody knew they were poor, basically. And I can't remember specifically, but it was kind of like they got it and they were like, oh, how nice of the Capitol to do this. And when in reality, they were like, oh my God, I'm so
They
fucking
were
hungry.
starving.
Yeah, I'm starving.
Yeah.
But it was more important to keep up appearances than to be like, I'm so hungry. And I think like the neighbor like was like, oh,
Yeah.
this is so stupid. But they were kind of like, I need it.
Yeah. But wouldn't their neighbor like see them being poor? Like,
No, I mean, how? No, they wouldn't
I
let
don't
anybody in the
know.
house. Nobody would ever come over. Like nobody
Oh,
would ever come
okay.
into the house. And you know, when they went outside, they were kind of spiffed up, so nobody knew.
Yeah.
And I forgot who. Somebody called him out for it. I don't remember who it was. Maybe it was the game maker. That was like, we
Yes.
can see
No,
your
it
poor
wasn't the game
bitch.
maker. It
Who
was
was it?
wasn't it like Peter Dinklage? I forgot his name in the movie. I'm sorry.
Me too.
Um
Maybe it was him. I don't
he
know.
was the dean. He was the dean, and I think he said something like that, how he knew since him
High
and
Bottom.
Snow
That's
were
his name. High Bottom.
Yes, yes. So since him and the Coriolanus's dad were friends, he knows that he was poor. Like that
No,
since he
but
was a traitor.
when he was still friends with the dad, they were still rich. Remember the scene at the beginning of the movie where they were like kids and they went
Yeah.
to the grandma?
Yeah.
I think that's when it started, or I don't know when they exactly became poor,
No,
but I just know they were
they
poor.
but they were hungry. They were looking for food when they go back home, and like the grandma says to them, like, your father has died.
I don't know if they were
I
hungry
don't
or they were
know.
being chased by bombs because everything was being bombed. Like it was a rebel bombing, I guess.
I don't know.
No,
Well, we'll just have to reread the books.
because we'll
All
never
of them.
know.
I'll let you know when I start the books, and you know.
All right, guys. I think that's all for today's episode. We can keep going for about another 12 hours, but I think we're going to cut it off here to save yours and my time. We hoped you enjoyed this episode and look forward because maybe there'll be a Hunger Games rereading somewhere in the future. Who knows? I don't know. But we hope you enjoyed today's episode, and if you have any fan theories, let us know. If we were incorrect about anything, please let us know because I'm sure we were. But yeah, you can follow us on our socials at Clinically Delulu, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. And we'll be back next Thursday with a new episode. Bye.
Yay. Bye.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.